Yeah. And we're back. Q&A. With another episode.
Q&A.
Chilling with our boo. And I'm with Q.
Hey.
Tell the DJ to hit the ones and the twos. And when I hear the sound, that is my cue to hop on the beat and go act a fool. Questions and answers like call and response. We go back and forth and build as we talk. Everything from music and business and politics. Life lessons learned. We discuss all of it. You gotta tune in to every episode. Watch us on the live stream or listen on the road. It's the Q&A, here the Q&A show. It's the Q&A, here the Q&A show. Hey.
What's good? Welcome back to the Q&A show. I'm with my co-host.
Q, man, what up, man? What's good with it?
Yes, sir. And we got a special guest in the house, man. I'm excited to get this one going. So we got Tristen Tree James. How you doing?
What up? How you living?
I'm doing good, my brother.
That's good.
So, I accidentally I'm not gonna lie, I put heavyweight pro boxers.
That's cool.
So
that's what get some fights. We'll do that too.
Yes, sir.
We'll fight heavyweight.
So, Tristen is originally from Des Moines, Iowa. You know, a professional boxer. Like I said, with the record of 3-2-2. So that's 3 wins, 2 draws, and then 2 losses. And right now he's looking for a fight. So whoever want to, step up to the Des Moines man, step up, bro. Stop playing.
Straight up.
Yes,
Stop ducking wreck.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Don't be ducking wreck.
Yes, sir. So let's start off with the first question, Mr. Tristen. How old were you when you got introduced to boxing?
I want to say around maybe my late 22, early 23. I think that's how old I was, about 23 years old. You know, it was my best friend Justin Hill, his uncle. We was all going to Better Rock College when they were open at the time, and we was all in there for heating and cooling. And I had another buddy in there with me. He was in college with me. His name was Benson. And Joe, he just threw us a card like, yeah, I'm a boxing trainer. You know what I'm saying? If you guys looking into boxing or anything like that, hit me up. And I gave it about a week. Thought about it. It's like, okay, I've always wanted to fight. I'm kind of timid. People always like to pick on me in the streets and talk stuff like, yeah, you ain't. But okay, cool. So I went ahead and did it. Called him, hit him up. He started training us, but he wasn't one like those, not official trainer, but he wasn't a registered boxing trainer like Pepe is and shit. So we ended up having to venture out, and I was at work one day. I was actually working in Carlisle at Casey's, and a customer, seen me shadow boxing in the background. He was like, "You box?" I was like, "Yeah, I've been boxing for maybe like 2 or 3 months now." He was like, "Oh, well," he gave me a number, and he actually led me to my amateur trainer, Jerry Holman. That's his name, but I call him Pops because he's more like my dad because he been around a long time. We talking about like 11 years. Me and him was like this. He knew me back and front. Like he knew me. Anything I was thinking of, he already knew before I could say it. So yeah, that's why me and Pena, well, Pepe call him Pops all the time because But yeah, he took me to many tournaments, many fights. I think 80, 85, 86 fights. I won 4 Golden Glove state titles. I got 3rd place in the national Golden Gloves. I participated in the Olympic trials 2 different times, and I won World Amateur Ringside in 2015 before they shut that tournament down, and also won the Chicago Power Gloves tournament twice, 2 years in a row.
Jeez. So
yeah, I've been around the block a little bit in the amateurs. Now I'm trying to get around the block and to the top in the pros. So yeah, it's a little bit about myself.
So where'd you grow up at? You grew up in Des Moines the whole time?
Born and raised in Des Moines. I actually lived on 9th and Clark Street, over there by y'all may know Moulton Elementary.
Yeah, I know.
Born and raised. That's where I went. I went to Moulton Elementary, and then my parents, they kind of made some bad decisions in life, and they both went to prison. My dad went here, my mom went there. Then my mom's mom had to step up, and my dad's dad had to step up. So then I was bouncing in between them two, going back and forth, living with them. And how that worked out was I was with my grandma a lot of times. she moved around a lot. Like, so I went from having friends in Moulton to going to a all-white community, having friends there. And then my grandma moved again, went to Waukee, even further away from where I was at. So then I had to meet a whole new set of friends. And then guess what? She moved again. Then she moved back to the hood on the east side. And that's when I met all my peoples on the east side. You know, that's when I started staying with my grandpa. Because my grandma and grandpa, they only lived like 2-3 miles away from each other. So I would just walk back and forth from their house to their house.
For sure.
And then I ended up in Valley High School. Imagine that.
So you
Which Valley? Is a Valley in the...
Valley's in West Des Moines.
Yeah, I don't know too much about Valley, so that's why I ain't from Des Moines. I'm from Buffalo and shit.
Okay, you ain't gonna hear much about that down there.
I heard of like probably sports. I heard something about sports.
They're wrestling and football is what they're good for right now.
Yeah.
In track, they're real good too. Sometimes it just depends on who they got there.
True.
Yeah.
So coming from like a Valley school, 'cause that's what, like you said, football, track, and all type of
Top of the line sports.
literally. Like, so what made you choose boxing instead of like basketball or football? Being that you are tall.
Life experiences.
So,
Like I always knew that I was destined to be great for something. I just didn't know what it was. I thought it was basketball. You know, I made bad decisions and wasn't able to go to college. Same thing with track. I thought it was track. It wasn't. But then when I stepped into boxing and I won my first 3 fights and I lost 2 in a row. And then I just thought it was that drive. It was like in basketball when I was playing and the coach wouldn't play me, it would just force me to want to quit. I'm just like, I don't want to play no more. Like, if you ain't going to play me and you know I'm the best player or one of the best players on the team, why sit around and just sit here and look like a dummy? Like, I'm not going to do that. So boxing made me not want to quit. It made me want to get stronger. If I lost, all it does is make me want to be better. Yeah, I'm my biggest critic. Yeah, I'm going to talk bad about myself until that next fight. But that is what it is. It's life experiences and it's losing and wanting to come back. That's what did it. I didn't even win my first Golden Gloves the first time around. It took me 3 times. First time I lost first day. Second time made it all the way to the finals. Lost. Third time,
Progress.
stopped the dude first round. Got him out of there. But it was because I told myself, I was like, you lost this 3 times in a row. You know what it's like to lose 2 times in a row. Do you want that to happen again? Hell no. No.
I'm not going.
No. So yeah, that's what did it.
So I actually got a question about the but we'll save that for later.
Okay.
How has Coach Pena? I'm super sorry.
2 syllables.
When he started to say my name, yes, you're cute. You're going to cut in and say it for him.
I grew up in like a Hispanic community, so it's, I mean, my pronunciation is on point, kind of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's all good, man. Just say coach.
right. So, how has Coach played a big impact on your life moving forward when it comes to boxing, and who else helped you become the boxer that you are today?
He's had a lot. Like, he's on me daily. Like, everything. Like, it's like coaches, all different coaches got different coaching styles. I'm sorry to say that. You know, I've actually been to 3 different gyms. Actually, maybe more than that. When I first started, I started with Joe. And then Joe, he took me to New Beginnings. And this is a gym that was here for a while. That was here for a real long time. And then there was some complications with them. I guess this wasn't going to be a good fit for me. So I ended up venturing over to Iowa State. And in Iowa State, when we went down there and sparred their guys, nobody knows the story really that much either, too. But when we went down there and sparred their guys, we must have put it on them too bad. And then they just out of sudden made this rule saying that, in order for you to join the Iowa State boxing team, you have to be going to college here.
Yeah, I was about to say, wait, what?
That's crazy.
Yeah, it wasn't. I'll tell you, when we first went there, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that when we first went
That's
there.
how you know you're doing something. When they
it changed. It changed like within a month. Like within a month, it changed. That's when I met Jerry. That's when I met Pops. That's when I went over to Pops, and that's when we linked up. But as far as that question goes, he's did a lot, man. He's like, when the whole COVID pandemic stuff was going down, we couldn't go in no gym. Let's go. Let's get to work. We did work in his driveway. Did work in his driveway. Neighbors is watching. You know what I'm saying? He had me sprinting up this hill, hitting the pads. Like, we stayed working. Like, no matter what the occasion, no matter what the problem, pandemic, there could be Ebola outside. Me and him was working. Like, we were working. Because like he was saying earlier, this is not no seasonal sport. This is a lifestyle. People better live to that if you want to be a boxer. This is a lifestyle. For real. Like, it's a lifestyle. You have to wake up, sleep, eat, shit boxing if you want to be the best. That's how it is. I could be sitting here talking to y'all right now, and I'm still thinking about boxing. That's how it goes.
And the thing is, Tree's getting older, so we don't have time.
No.
So that's when it comes to the fights we were talking about, people backing out of. We're taking prospects. We're taking prospects from PBC, Golden Boy. We're taking all them prospects. We want the contract. Let's go. We sign them.
Yeah.
And these dudes,
we ain't taking the fight.
And it's so messed up is that these dudes are, like he said, prospects. If y'all don't know what prospects is, it's up-and-coming fighters. These dudes have undefeated records or only one loss. If you go with my box rec, which if y'all ain't no one on this podcast, if y'all know what box rec is, they gotta type in. It's www.boxrec.com. You can type in my name and it'll show my record. And my official record is actually 3-3-2. 3 losses, 3 wins, 2 draws. And we can get into a whole nother section. The only reason why my record is like that is of my own negligence of not knowing how the program works. You know what I'm saying? I still went into it with amateuristic capabilities, thinking that you could just step in the ring with anybody, not knowing that this is politics. They're trying to build somebody up. And if you go in there trying to take a fight off of money, thinking that you can beat the dude when the dude is really good, then you're most likely going to end up losing. And that's what happened. But there was 2 losses there was one official loss that I will take. I lost it on my own, doing stupid stuff, toxic ways and all that. But other than that, now they're just dodging me.
Yeah.
Now they're just dodging me because they see the record. They see like, oh, he's 3-3-2. Oh, he has a 50-50 record, but they're not paying attention to who I fought. That's what people don't realize. If you go on there and look at everybody I fought, 0 losses. None of them. Not one person has one loss. Not one. I fought nothing but top tier opponents from now till now.
So these promoters, I'm probably say it's the promoter shit doing it. They see that, okay, these young cats can't afford to get beat by this older guy with this record. And it's bad for them. You know what I'm saying? So that's why right now it's sink or swim for us. We ain't trying to pad no record. We ain't trying to pad no record. We've been trying to fight. We've been trying to fight since August. We had 7 fights canceled. We trying to fight. Now we fight. Like I said, we taking prospects. We trying to fight anybody. We done put in all the work.
Yeah.
And I met Tree, like I said, back in Southeast Des Moines in 2005. But Tree was Tree back then. And Tree didn't listen, so I didn't fuck with Tree. I only mess with people who listen. That's part of the listening.
Yeah.
I didn't mess with Tree.
No.
I might have held a miss from. I didn't show nothing. I didn't tell him nothing. I was just there just to him to hit some mitts, and that was it. That was for most of them. But I dealt with the little ones, the little kids, and then when was it? About a year ago, just over a year ago, they came. When he had left his last gym, his management team, they came looking for me to train him. And the first thing I told him was that if he don't listen, I'm not working with him. So we already, we wasn't like the best of friends back then when we talked, but after he went his way, I went my way, we didn't talk at all. We didn't see each other, hey, what's up, but not like, so I told the guy, I said, if he's ready to stop smoking, and train hard and listen, I'm all for it. Let's do it. And ever since then, he does everything. Everything I ask him to do, he does it. Even when he can't make it to the gym, I don't even got to worry about him. I know he's getting his work in because he knows he don't have time. He don't have time. So it's just, he could have, to me, I think like he said to him, his amateur him, got him behind the 8 ball. Because I was there the whole time. But we just started saying work with him because he wouldn't listen. He was already beating there, he was already winning everything. So I'm like, oh, he's all right. He don't need me. But I could have been showing him some of the shit I was learning when I was a kid. I could have done stuff right now, all this extra stuff, and it would have made him that much better. And maybe I would have been there for him for his 3-3-2 career compared to not being there to now, because he hasn't fought me yet because they're doing the research. No one wants to fight him. Nobody. If they do, they don't come with that purse, man. That purse don't come with some money, man. Don't come with that bullshit. I'm saying that. Don't say you want to fight and come. Oh, we can get, man. He makes more than that at a 4-round fight, double what you trying to get with. So why do you want to take that shit?
And it's really not about the money. It's really not. It's about me just trying to establish my name and my career. But at the same time, it's like a slap in the face. It's like someone coming to you saying, "Hey, I want to do a podcast on your channel," and I pay you $100. Like, having this whole setup is more than $100.
Yeah.
You gotta give me a little more than that. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention no names, but we got an offer from a promoter that's from Minnesota. He knows who he is. He offered me to fight the other cruiserweight that's here in Iowa. You know what I'm saying? And they lowballed us. And then they tried to make it seem like, oh, I denied the fight and my management team said no and all this and that. But of course, anyone's going to say no if you're trying to lowball somebody. You talk about X amount of dollars for this many rounds. Like, no, you got to ante up that money a little bit.
So let me ask you this. How do you beat someone who is faster than you?
How do I beat someone faster than me?
You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, I really shouldn't have to worry about that. Yeah, but honestly, I would have to outthink them. That would be outthinking.
I was gonna say,
because if they're trying to get to the target before me, then I would have to like do some fakes, do some feints. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the time I'm gonna see it. You know what I'm saying? If I do a feint to jump in, like as if they're gonna throw something at me before I get there, then that'll open them up. You know what I'm saying? Feint, then they throw this, and then they come over top. Just outthinking. That would be all outthinking on that one. Definitely. Shit.
So like I'm about to say, like do you think you'll have more success in getting a fight if you go like out of Des Moines? Like suppose if you go to like a Cali or a Philly or like anywhere else where it's more popular, like where boxing is more popular.
I think so at to a certain aspect. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, yeah, they'll help you, but I feel like they're only going to help you get to the well. I don't think they're going to, like, get you all the way there. I think they'll probably open the door, but I don't think they'll just be, like, your rider. Like, I think a lot of it has to do with trust. Yeah. Like, I don't trust those. You can't trust promoters. They're the shadiest people in the game. I hate to say this, but they are. They're the dirtiest people. They're for your blood. That's all they want. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you'll get a rare promoter that actually cares a lot about his fighter, but he only cares about him because he's filling his pocket. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's like Coach says, like it's who you know.
It is really who you know. It's really who you know because I got a good management team now, and I got lucky. Like that was one of the main reasons why I had so many losses in the beginning because I have a management team. I was my own manager. I was managing myself. I was doing this all on my own. They put an X amount of dollars, like, beat this dude. Yeah. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But that was an amateuristic mindset. You know what I'm saying? Thinking like, I could beat that guy. You know what I'm saying? I know. That was just how I was trained. My pops taught me, don't be afraid of nobody. Fight him. It doesn't matter. I was a heavyweight, and that's 179 all the way to 201. I was fighting dudes that was 275 at an amateur rate. So I was fighting dudes that was way bigger than me, sometimes had more experience than me, but it's what taught me to get me to where I'm at right now.
Experience.
Yeah, experience. Yes. Experience. I'm telling you.
So, did you ever have a fight, like growing up? Did you have a fight that you remember and like any stories of like a little brawl you got into or anything like that?
I have, I think, just for you saying, I think I have 3 fights. One fight I had with my, and I lost. I ain't gonna lie. It's crazy as I can accept losses better than I can before. Like, when I was amateur, I couldn't accept losses. I would cry. I'd be mad and sad. But one of my best friends, he choked me out. Like, it's crazy. And it was over his brother. I don't even...
Boxing?
No, it wasn't boxing. He's talking about street fights. Street fights, like, me and his little brother got into it. I don't know what happened. They say, I'm asleep. And then I wake up on the ground like, what the hell is going on? You know what I'm saying? Then another time, a dude that went to school with me, he was all skipping class and he let me borrow his van. And then when we came back, he went bipolar crazy. He started punching me, but he didn't really get no hits off on me. But yeah, and another time at the skating ring, I got hit or something. But it's crazy because I think about that now. Like, if anybody tries that, they're gonna be in trouble. They're gonna be in some serious trouble.
So is your hands registered and all that?
Yeah, and on the point that he was saying earlier,
you gotta be careful.
Like,
with it.
I don't fight on the streets. I'm with my girl, my daughter most of the time with the kids. Like, I don't fight on the outside of the streets.
Yeah.
Like, I got good control. Like, I know how to control myself outside of the ring. Like, only way, like he said, the only way you're going to catch me fighting is if you threaten or you come at me. And I am going to do it until the last possible moment. I'm going to wait. As soon as you might not even make it to me. Your arm might not even make it to me, for real. I might get you before you even touch me, for real. That's how serious it is. Yeah, so, yeah, I don't fight on the outside of the streets, nothing like that. I'll watch it.
Yeah.
But I ain't going to fight.
So when you were going from amateur to pro, how was that feeling? Like what caused you to, like, what made you want to go pro? Like what fight was it that made you turn pro?
My last national tournament in 2016, I won my first night and lost my second night to Florida. And it just, I kind of understood the amateur game a little more because the year before that, I actually got third place. You know what I'm saying? And I think what these judges and what I've learned about the amateur game is that if they see you do spectacular a year before and you don't come back and do that same thing, you can just count yourself out. You're going to lose. Like, if you made it to the semifinals a year before, you better make it to the finals this year or you're not going to win. Period. This is how that goes. And I think that's what it was. I think I just didn't perform to my best ability that night. And that's why they gave him.
What's today's standards? What's today's standards of you?
Today's standards?
Like, because you said that, like, it's like I kind of feel like the judges almost kind of biased a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't, you know what I mean? If they see you do one thing and then you don't measure up to the second time, it's like, now they got their own opinion about you. Now they're expecting you to do this and that.
Yeah.
So it don't matter if you beat them or not. Like, you didn't beat them as good as they wanted you to beat them. So.
Yep.
So what do you think about taking your emotions or like aggression into the ring before you fight?
It works for certain people. I've did it before. Like, before fights, I used to, it's a little ritual I used to do. Like, they changed over the years. I used to, like, when I first started on amateurs, I would walk in the back and I'll think about my daughters. Just go to myself, get away from everybody, just pace back and forth, quoting and chanting their name. That's what I do. And then they put me in that mindset. But now my mindset is you can't lose. You can't lose no more. It's over. Losing, you lost 3 times. You know what it's like to lose. You know what's going to happen when you lose and how far it's going to drop you. So that's my mindset now. You can't lose no more. And all the work I put in, like, there's no room. There's no room for error anymore. So, yeah.
So my next question for you is, am I too old to join boxing? 25.
No.
Not personally, but I don't.
No, I think boxing, you're actually never really too old to join boxing. There is a 70. I mean, come on, not really, but there's actually, like, even at coach's age, they have, if he wanted to go compete at his age at an amateur level, he can. They have tournaments, they're called masters. They have to do special requirements, get brain checks because of their age and stuff like that. But he can fight in a tournament right now for a belt, like, for real. Like, there's really no age limit, but there is an age limit. It's like a double-edged sword, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can fight at 70, but you better find somebody the same age and the same way. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way that's going to happen. You want to fight 70 and fight at 50, you about to get smoked. You about to get smoked, man. You about to get smoked. For real.
So my next question, did you have a question for it?
Like, I'm about to say, say if I was about to start boxing again, like, how long do you think it would take for me to be like fully conditioned after, you know, like smoking and drinking and stuff for the last like about 5 years or something like that. Like, how long would it take for me to get my body back into shape, like boxing shape?
6 months, 6 solid months, but a year if you want to be like strong.
Like complete sobriety, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it took me about 6 months to get good. Actually, with me, I think it's a lot of mindset. You know what I'm saying? It is a mindset, but your body can only do what it can do. You can only push your body to a certain limit. But personally, I think 6 months, you could be good. You could be good. But if you want to be strong, a year. Especially when you smoke cigarettes, that's tough.
I know it takes a minute for all that tire to get out your
and that first, I'm telling you, that first 2 weeks is a mother.
It's 6 weeks, 6 months, but it's also how you train too. You're grinding and training hard. 6 months sounds good.
It can go faster than that.
You know what I mean? I play basketball and football, like, you know what I mean? Like, always been athletic and stuff, and I know how to work out. I got the drive and the mindset to do it and stuff, but it's just like, my thing is just like getting that breath back, you know what I mean?
And that's what it's going to be too, because people think that, you know, like, I play basketball and I play boxing. I play basketball now. Like, in basketball and football, you get those breaks.
Don't play boxing, man.
Yeah. You don't play boxing. Yeah. Hey, y'all hear Q&A. Y'all hear this. You can't play boxing. You can't play boxing ever. Never. The video game, but you ain't playing it in the ring for real. Hey, you good. You good. Hey, he right. He fixed me right. You don't play no boxing. But no, yeah, you got the wind aspect is going to be your biggest one, man, because one thing Pops always told me, if you ain't got no cardio and you ain't got no wind, you ain't no fighter no more. It's over. It's over. I was talking about, there's a dude literally that could be in there torching you for 2 rounds straight. Third round coming, he's gassed and tired. You can take him out. You can get him out of there. You can get him out of there. I've had fights like, I've had national tournament fight. I thought I was winning this fight. When I say I was hitting dude with like 30 shots every 20 seconds. Boom, 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 boom. And look, coach said, okay, it just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. Third round came, hit him with a 1-2, turned to the side. Like you said, solar plexus, hit him, solar plexus, dropped him. He was tired after that. That was it. After he's tired, I went and jumped on him the last 10 seconds and got him out of there. Won the fight. Took me to the semifinals. But I was going to lose. But it's because he was tired. Yeah. He was tired. He had no gas left.
Yeah, the breath is everything.
Yeah.
It's control your breathing too. You learn how to do all that stuff.
Yeah.
You'll find a lot of young kids don't know how to do that yet. But once they figure that out, they ask me, Coach, how can you sit there and hold the mitts all the rounds on me? Because I know how to control myself. I know how to control my breath and all that stuff. I can go hard. And him can bang out 6 rounds on the mitts hard. Mm-hmm. And I'm done. I'm a little fatigued because I had already held for all the little kids first because I go hit him last.
Yeah.
So I get them out the way, and I go to him. I'm like, it's just how you control everything. Mm-hmm. Might be sore as hell the next day, but I'll be all right.
Right.
So my next question for you is, so if you're doing 2 workouts a day and one of them is boxing training, what would you recommend that second training to be? If it's cardio, weights, or is it good to combine both?
I got a strength and conditioning trainer. Shout out to Taylor Moore, Rock Top Strength and Conditioning. Yeah, that's that'll probably be my second alternative training is at Rock Top. He's been real helpful as far as like bringing some other, let's say, some other balls to the basketball court. Say it like that because I don't know what to say, but yeah, he's brought a lot out of me. Like he got me dead squatting. I mean, deadlifting stuff that I've never dreamed of ever deadlifting before. Like the way his training is way different from his. Like we don't go in there doing no boxing. This is all strength and conditioning. So like he'll have me in there doing stuff that I've never did before. Like I'll hold these like they're like these round balls, and I literally you pull yourself up and hold them as long as you can. And like I'll be like, what is this for? Yeah, your grip.
Like
your grip, yup, but it's really to hold, to keep your grip strong.
Like you know what I'm saying? But you're not pulling.
You're not pulling up. You're holding your belt. Yup, you're holding something. You got 2 guns there. You hold them while you're there. Man, it's the things that he has me doing is insane. And like he'd be like, "What does this stuff do?" That's why I always ask him, like, "What is this doing for me?" And then 2 days later, you'll feel it. Like, wow, I see what that did. For real. Then I'll take that and bring it to the gym to help the younger ones because I want to pass the torch on. Once I'm done, I'm passing the torch. And right now, it seems like it's gonna be Jordan. Like that's who it's gonna be right now, Jordan. I've been watching him. His potential has rose a lot within the last few months. I've seen that.
So June 21st, 2019, you fought Anthony Holloway.
Yeah. Remember Mr. Holloway.
And you won that match.
Yeah.
Walk us through that match and what was your preparation and what was your preparation for that fight?
Preparation for that fight. Actually, I was in if y'all don't know, I was actually at Terrence Crawford's training camp in Colorado that year. I got called up there for sparring. And if you guys don't know that, there's some professional boxers that's out there that are at a certain level, they'll call you in for sparring. You'll go down there and spar and they'll actually pay for you to come down there, pay for your room, board, and all that, and they'll pay you to spar them. And also, while not just there for a body to spar, I was training. So I had me training in the elevation, and that was probably the worst 2 weeks I've ever had because I still was smoking then. That boy, when I say I thought I wasn't gonna make it through the first week. You thought down here smoking training? Yeah. Imagine going there and trying to train. Yeah. Boy, it was 100 times harder. That first week was, oh my gosh. My homeboy took me to I think this Haitian spot or Jamaican spot to get some jerk chicken. I threw that up. 2 hours later, it was out of there. It was gone. That jerk chicken was gone. I was like, man, I don't know what's going on. My stomach hurt. And it was just the first week. That's one thing I like about myself, though. That first week, I was hurt. I thought I wasn't going to make it. That second week came, body clicked in. That was it.
With that spec,
kicked in, yup.
Knew what you had to do.
My body got acclimated to that elevation. Kicked in. I was like, okay, we're good now. Now we good. Now we can feel it. So then I was down there training with them. Came back to Des Moines. Sparred a couple guys in the gym, and I was like, dang, I'm not even tired right now. What's going on? Yeah. Like, for real, they was coming at me, like, hard. The only time I get tired is, like, if I start lifting weights, you know what I'm saying? Because that was more of a, I don't know how to call that, cardiovascular. I think that's what it would be, like lifting weights and stuff like that. It wasn't working my lungs. My lung wasn't getting tired. It's just my body. My arms was getting tired. So, yeah, then when I went into that fight, it was actually pretty easy. I do wish I would have had some of Pepe's training at that time because I probably would have stopped the dude because he was ready to go. He was ready to go. I just got too excited. I got way too excited. I seen the opportunity, but then, you know, I just didn't calm my mind down and calm myself down. But that's what a lot of what me and him is doing for the last year and 3 months. It's just calming down. When you see the opportunity, calm down. It's there. It's always going to be there. So, yeah. Yeah, I just a couple jabs to the head, straight to the body. Just kept going to his body. He got tired. And then that shout out to Anthony Holloway. He's doing good now. He actually is like 3-1 right now. He hasn't lost since me. And I've been trying to get the rematch. Crazy thing is he asked for the rematch when it first initially happened, right? So then I lost. And then I said, you still want that rematch, you know what I'm saying? Just to bounce back, you know what I'm saying? And then he was like, oh, well, my promoters said that we got bigger fish to fry. But that's how the game is. But that's how it is. Like, if they don't see no potential in this fight now, then they're like, nah, we ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? You see, he ain't hit me up about fighting me no more. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He will eventually, though. He will when he gets to that. When he feels like his status and his ego and he's boosted up to that point to where he wants to, and he feels like I'm downfalling and I'm not where I want to be.
He want to try and capitalize.
Then he's gonna be like, oh, let's go and fight him now. It's a big mistake.
Yeah, just stay ready.
It's like you would think he would want to get his back. You know what I mean? You would think that. You know what I'm saying?
And coach just said it. Stay ready.
Yeah, stay ready.
Don't be trying to train like we get a lot of Iowa fighters do that. Oh, let's train 2 months before Golden Gloves. I'm gonna win. You're not winning, bro. And if you do win, it's because you got luck of the draw in the bracket. Like, you're not winning no tournament. Like, I trained all year long for the Golden Gloves. There wasn't no waiting 3 months. I've had fighters do it. They train 3 months and win. So the problem is When you get to nationals, what's gonna happen? You're fighting 50 different franchises. What you gonna do then?
He probably been training all year, all life.
And that's another thing, man. Another thing I'm gonna bring up, man. It might be interrupting a little something what you going, but Iowa, we have no unification here whatsoever. Me and him talk about it all the time. Like, we can't ever help each other out. Like, if y'all want to get better and y'all want to start going to these tournaments as Iowa and turn up and take the whole tournament by a landslide, then we got to start communicating and coming together. Like, if y'all want sparring, if y'all want to get work, then call us. We'll travel. You travel. Let's meet up. Let's do something. Versus, I'm the best coach in Iowa. No, I'm the best coach. Oh, my kid will beat your kid. That's what the argument is always about. It's like West Side versus East Side or Bloods versus Crips.
Petty mind state.
That's all it is. That's all it is, and it's stupid. I did a Facebook Live a few years back saying it's like we have no unity here whatsoever. And they wonder why when we go to nationals, Texas, California, New York, and them is always wiping us out the first time. It's because they come together. Regardless if they're in different sections of the state, they all come together in the end. I watched Texas take 4 people to the finals. 4. You know how hard, out of 10 people, they took 4 people. That is hard. You know why? Because Texas Golden Gloves last for 2 months. You know how long ours lasts?
How long?
3 days.
You're bad.
But check this out. Even when it lasted for 3 days, Iowa still manages to make it far. What does that tell you? That we are there. We can beat these dudes. We can do this. We just got to get more unity.
And what you're talking about, too, is that a lot of our senior Golden Glove, the ones who win champions, they're all gone now. They all went pro. So Iowa's back to scraps again.
Fresh
back
meat.
to scraps. I'll tell it to the main guy in Iowa. We don't have nobody really. We're all starting back over again. All of our open champions, they're all pro now. I can name maybe 2 of them. The 2 kids from Fort Dodge who won Golden Gloves last year. Them the only 2 that are back. I think everyone else is gone. So we're starting all back over again. And
say the same thing always come up. Like we was talking about it in boxing and like with music too. It's just no unity. You know what I mean? And you ain't gonna get nowhere without it. You know what I'm saying? Because you need somebody. We gotta work together to get on the map. You know what I'm saying? And I say we. I'm from Buffalo. I'm not even from here, but I'm here. So you know what I mean. I'm a rep where I'm at. I'm a rep where I'm from. Like you know what I'm saying. So and it's just something I noticed. Unity, and it's the same thing in Buffalo too. That's why, you know what I mean. As far as the music, they just getting on the map. You know what I mean? Because of that, it's just that crab in the bucket mentality. You know what I'm saying? And it could be just because it's you know what I mean. It's just a smaller city. You know what I mean? Opposed to the other cities that's known for what they do, you know what I'm saying? So, by it being a smaller city, everybody just got to go harder and work together. And that's for Buffalo and Des Moines and any other smaller city. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy because your state has 2 franchises in Golden Gloves. They have Buffalo and they got New York Golden Gloves.
Yeah.
In New York Golden Gloves, they fight in the Barclays Center. So it's possible. It's possible, man. I just wish, I'm going to say this now. Y'all might see this podcast later on, but within the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, whatever it be, can we get some unity in Iowa, please? We are intelligent. That's the I. We are outsiders. That's the O. That's the W. And the A is the ambition. Outsiders with ambition. We need it. We need to start pushing for that, man. Unity in Iowa, man. Unity. I love boxing. I'm going to be
You ain't trademark.
A boxing historian. I'm a trademark. No, my guy. Hey, shout out to Smooth G. He the one that gave me that idea. But definitely, I'm gonna. Man,
but no better time than now, man.
Yeah.
We're starting all back over again.
Yeah, it's time
with our seniors. There's no better time than now.
Yeah, it's time.
No better.
It's time.
I always had to freaking post. I hate doing it. Post on my Facebook page. We'll come to you. You come to us. Shit, we'll spar MMA guys. We just need bodies. We need, we want to spar other people. We don't want to just keep sparring our same teammates every time. Mm-hmm. We want to see different looks and different things that other people do. It will make us better in the long run. Yep. And it'll make the MMA guys better too in the long run also, because now they're practicing on their stand-up.
Just works for everybody.
You know, it works for everyone. That's part of, but it's just like, that's just Iowa though. This is Iowa. Mm-hmm. Everyone needs to do it. I mean, I'm not trying to speak for MMA gyms, but it's all every combat sport. I mean, you do it together. Iowa, especially.
I don't know why it's like that. That's crazy. So in 2015, you fought in the Golden Gloves National in Rock Island, Illinois. What was the outcome of that fight? And again, what was your preparation before you started to fight?
You said Rock Island?
Yeah. Rock Island, Illinois.
I'm trying to think. That had to be against. You think? Did you say I fought a national champion, or did I fight a national?
No, so you fought in the Golden Glove National, the Golden Glove in Rock Island, Illinois. So my question was, what was the outcome and your preparation to put you in position?
I don't remember Rock Island being a Golden Glove being there.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there wasn't no. I probably had a fight in Rock Island, but I don't think there was a Golden Glove there. Golden Glove is like a tournament. It's like an actual initial tournament.
Once-a-year tournament, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a once-a-year tournament.
Is that for each state, or is it like nationwide?
Each state, each franchise, I think, and they have like a map too. They'll show you each franchise, and there's some franchises that has 3 different states in them. It's called Tri-City. I can't remember what states they are, but they have 3 states in one.
That's down like Tennessee.
No, that's Knoxville.
Knoxville?
Yeah, Knoxville.
I remember Diego fought a Tri-State person. He's down that way.
Yeah, Tri-State is light blue with gold.
Yeah.
I don't know how I remember these franchises, bro, but I've been there 4 times. I remember all of them. I remember like the back of my head, for real.
So what was your preparation to becoming a Golden Glove fighter?
Just like he said, being dedicated every day, training, wanting it more than breathing. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to say it, losing is what really got me there. You know what I'm saying? I preach this to myself, and I preach this to other podcasts and other fighters. Is I'm a saying, if y'all watch Dragon Ball Z, I'm a saying, when I lose, I get stronger. Like when I lose, I get stronger. Like I'm gonna come back way harder than what I did before. So winning is always good. Winning is the best. But I feel like you learn more from a loss than you will a win. A win, you just showcase your skills. But when you lose, you see your flaws, what you did wrong.
That's deep.
You know what I'm saying? What you need to fix versus being praised. That's why I like him. Don't praise me. If I do something wrong, call me out on that shit right then and there. Let's fix the problem right now. There's no reason for me to go in a fight and get caught with it when we ain't fix it. We can fix it here. Let's fix it now. So I'm open to taking constructive criticism. That's why I said, what was it? You said 2013? Was it 8 years ago? I'm way different now, bro. I'm nowhere near that same person at all. And I apologize for throwing that body shot at
you. We always say though, you got to hit that body shot. They come in and see how we train, and they come and do it once. They're either going to stay or not. If they stay, that means they want to fight. If they leave and come back, you ain't want to fight. You keep leaving and coming back.
Yeah.
So you made the Dragon Ball Z reference. So what would you think would be your hyperbolical time chamber?
Woo! What? The hyperbolical time chamber is when you train. You train. For all you Dragon Ball Z non-fans,
they might have to break that down.
Yeah, I'm nervous.
It's this center. It's like this little air building that they built. And every day that you train, in one day in there is considered a year. So when we're outside here, it's one day, but in there it's 1 year. So me and him could be in there training 7 days. We in there for 7 years training. 7 years, but out here is 7 days. So my girl, his wife, like, where they at? Yeah, we 7 years. We gonna come. Me and him gonna come out full beards, everything but tore up, ripped up. All we see is me and him for 7 years. Oh, we gonna get tired of each other, but I guarantee you we gonna come out there. 7 years, we gonna come out full beards, everything, but tore up, ripped up. All we see is me and him for 7 years. Oh, we gonna get tired of each other, but I guarantee you we gonna come out there. 7 years, we gonna come out full beards, everything, but tore up, ripped up. All we see is me and him for 7 years. Oh, we gonna get tired of each other, but I guarantee you we gonna come out there we want to fight. We gonna get on the internet talking big shit. Yeah. Like, who wants it right now?
Right now.
Calling out everybody.
We're tired of waiting.
We're calling out everybody.
We're tired of waiting. Fuck it. I'm done being Mr.
Yeah.
Not talk shit.
Yeah.
I used to be the one that trying to control all that shit. But we want to fight somebody.
Go crazy.
Fuck it.
Yeah. Hey. Well, let's get it correct, man. If y'all want to know why I have the King of Iowa title, it's because, and let's get this straight right now. Everybody wants to know the reason why I got the King of Iowa title, and that's KOI, as y'all can see, patent on my shirt. I have the title because I'm the only fighter in Iowa that didn't take the easy route. Y'all all got y'all records padded. Hate to say it, and that's how it's supposed to go. That's how the game is supposed to go. You're supposed to start out with easy fights. You're supposed to build your way up. But unfortunately, I wasn't that one. I wasn't lucky. I didn't have a management team to back me up, so I had to do it on my own. And I'm going to bounce back. So that's why. And if any of y'all cruiserweights or potential heavyweights want to come and take it from me, come on, bring it.
Facts.
Don't come on.
Don't be scared, man.
Don't be coming on someone on profile yapping because I have all the text messages. So.
Yeah, don't be yapping because you know who you is, buddy.
I got all the text messages. So it is what it is now, fellas.
Yeah,
Well, back to that question though, because we kind of skipped over
We
it.
did though.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you think is like? What do you like? What do you do, or what can you do to like fast forward to? You know what I mean? Like, just like to come out at your strongest and your best, but in a short period of time, like something that don't take long. Like I heard you mention your daughters, and I know that give you the, you know what I mean? That'll make you, you know what I'm saying, give you that extra energy right there off the strength of that.
Yeah, my kids.
As far as physically and, you know what I'm saying, physically and mentally.
Mentally, I think a lot of what have to do is sometimes watching film or mental training. People don't realize it. You can do mental training too. Like, I can go in. I do this a lot. Like, it's kind of weird sometimes, but I can watch a dude fight, and then I can close my eyes and watch myself fight him.
Yeah, I'm about to say, don't you ain't gotta say too much. You ain't gotta give all the, you know, you gotta give up. You know what I'm saying?
It's all coops. They're gonna have to do what they gotta do when they get to me. You know what I'm saying? So I tell them whatever they want. They ain't gonna help them.
It's also about vision too. When these kids come in here and start fighting, boxing and stuff, they don't have a vision, so they're not sitting there visioning someone in front of them. They're just out just doing what they want to do compared to someone's doing, I'm going this way, I'm going this way, I'm coming back, stepping around. You got that guy, and you moving around. He's over here, he's over here. These kids want to be like this, in the mirror, looking this. Who the hell you fighting? You ain't fighting no one looking in the mirror sideways.
Just hitting the bag and stuff.
You gotta act, when you hit that bag, you gotta act like you had arms, you throwing stuff, you blowing around. You gotta have a vision. If you have a vision in boxing, it's going to help you out so much more, and it's going to make you a better boxer, and it's going to make you better faster. If you don't have a vision, you're just going to be stuck. You're going to be stuck.
Yeah, I do that in the gym now. Is if we're in the ring shadow boxing, and all the other guys are shadow boxing, and let's say I'm doing head movement or something, like, or footwork, I'll let them, like, they don't even know they're doing it. I'll let them throw at me. Like, I'm following them around in the ring, and I'm letting them throw at me, and I'm just trying to block, move. I'm not going to block everything, but it's a good way to keep yourself thinking. You know what I'm saying? You always got to be moving. You always got to be staying on the defense because you can get hit anytime. Split second, that's all it takes.
Yeah. How easy is it to knock somebody out? I mean, I don't know, it might be a stupid question, but I know you got to have the power and you got to hit them in the right spot. But like lining it up, like, you know what I mean? Like somebody might swing, you hit the counter, like you got to wait for the counter. Should you wait, you know what I mean? Should you wait for them to like make they move, like
timing? It's either timing or you just be hella aggressive. You just don't care. Yeah. You'll take one to give one. You know what I'm saying? Those are the two things I think.
Pound for pound.
Yeah, timing, like, let's say he's throwing something, but you come over top and you connect at the right time. You can drop him.
Because he can hit you a little bit, but you know the way you connect.
I've seen people get knocked, like, literally getting hit while hitting. You know what I'm saying? And either one of those dudes can drop. Yeah. But the one with hit the spot first or hit the right spot is the one that drops. So, yeah.
So, what are some key pointers that you changed about your style and fight that was in the past and that's different from now?
Get more aware and alert, not taking fights. that throws out money, thinking that I'm gonna go in there. Like the amateuristic mindset, that's history. My manager, they call it choo-choo training. He calls it marching.
Yeah,
it's when you're in there and you tend to. They say that a lot of black people do this because even my management team, they're Hispanics. Because I'm sorry to say, like, black people fight different, Mexicans fight different, and white folks fight different. We all fight different. But the crazy thing is they all got the same style. All black people got the same style. We all got that flashy, you know what I'm saying? Flashy. Hispanics, they coming forward. They're coming forward and they're gonna fight you. If you don't fight, your ass is toast. I don't know what the weather is this morning. I don't know what the
points. Maybe
points. Maybe. Yeah, they might try to outpoint you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But choo-choo training would be like, I got my hands here, but I drop this hand before I throw this hand, or I'm doing this. This choo-choo training. He wants me to just keep my hands right here and throw them straight from here to here because they can't see that coming. If they start timing this, he gonna drop his left hand, he gonna throw his right. Then they'll start picking up on that later on. As the fight goes on, they start picking up on it. They won't pick up on it on the first round, but fourth and fifth round, then they're gonna start seeing it.
If you have a good corner, you're gonna see that shit right away.
Yeah,
and you're like, we're gonna go to this here in a little bit because when he spins out this way, he always drops that hand. So you throw this one right here. It's gonna work.
How important is it to have a good corner?
That's the number one thing, man. If you don't got no good trainer, then like you're a fish in salty water.
So like, can you hear him clear? Like I know, like I was never in the ring, but I know like it's just a lot going on. You got the crowd, you know what I'm saying, and everything. It'd be hard to hear. Like, could you hear him clear? Is you listening? Like you waiting to hear what they gotta say, or is you just like you be too in tune with it?
I go see with Pops. I would just go in there and do what I did. I go in there and do what I do, and after so many years, I just trained myself to hear him. That's what I've been working on with Pepe lately. I trained myself to hear him and him only. I don't even care what the crowd's saying. Yeah. My daughters, my girl. I want to hear him. Hear him. And that's what you got to do. You got to train your mind to know his voice and what he says, do it. Then you're good. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's what I do. You just go in there. Like when we spawn, I just go in there and do my thing. And then if he sees something, then I got to go. Then I just got to do it right then and there. And then when I see it, I'm like, oh, okay.
Or I asked him, "Did you see that?"
Yeah,
I can't.
I get questionnaires in the middle of the fight.
I know. I seen it. We didn't go down that shit for like a whole month.
Like, damn, I got a questionnaire. Like, what? See what?
So a lot of that have to do with chemistry, right? Like,
chemistry is everything. Because if we didn't have no chemistry, if we was on the same page we was when we was back in South Des Moines, we wouldn't even be here right now. For real, we would be bumping heads. Like, you got to coincide. You got to have chemistry. Like, if you don't have chemistry, like, you got to have a good team behind your back or you just won't be a good fighter. You'll be in a negative mindset. And I've been there before. I've been with a team that they didn't have my best interests out for me. So it just put me in a negative mindset and it made me not want to go as hard as I wanted to. So you got to have a good team behind your back and you got to have a good trainer too. That's for sure. Definitely, because he's the one that's gonna protect me from me, whether you know it or not. If he sees I'm hurt and I can't keep going, my mindset is fuck that. You gotta take me out. That's just a boxer mentality. You gotta take me out. He's the one supposed to be there to protect me and stop me from myself. That's how it goes. A real good trainer, he would do that.
So, what's your end goal when it comes to this boxing lifestyle? Like, what are you trying to accomplish when it's all said and done?
I want to become I still want to become the unified cruiserweight champion, and that's when cruiserweight champion, world champion, I have all 4 of the belts.
Seen that.
You know what I'm saying?
Go crazy with it.
Yeah, like, I want all the belts, but within the time limit that we have right now, I don't know if it's possible. Anything's possible, but as of right now, let's be a world champion. She give me a belt.
And that's why we've been accepting all these prospect fights. Because we step up and hit a prospect fight and get them out of there, we right in the picture.
Oh, yeah.
Right in the picture. We can't sit there like, oh, we'll fight this guy from here and no one knows him. No, we want to fight the prospect. That way we don't got time.
No.
You don't got time. We got to go now. We ready. We stay ready. He can get a phone call right now for like in a month. We ready. We ready to go already.
Yep.
We've been ready since last time they canceled on us.
Yep.
You gotta stay ready to be ready. You know what I mean? So,
and that's true, man. But yeah, world champion, at least one of those belts. That'd be nice. You know what I'm saying? Defend it maybe once or twice. Get comfortable in the bank. You know what I'm saying? Get comfortable where I'm financially stable. At that point, if they want to offer me something more and keep it going, then cool. But if not, then I'll take my talents to doing other things. Like, I'm a great basketball player. I believe I could go to the D League if I want, or the G League if I really wanted to. Like, I feel like boxing has done a lot for me. One thing it's taught me is that you can do anything you want to do as long as you put your mind to it. That's the spirit. When people, all these famous celebrities, and they all say this, they're telling you the truth. You can do anything you want to do if you put your mind to it. The work you put in is the work you get out. If you don't put in that work, you're not going to get nothing out of it. Period.
Some people just get lucky. You know what I mean? But,
Yeah,
but
I'm
you
sorry to say, yeah.
But you can't bank on that though.
Yeah,
You'll be waiting forever.
I ain't nobody do it.
Wait.
Deontay Wilder's brother. His name is Marcellus Wilder. First 2 fights, he was knocking people out. Y'all know who Deontay Wilder is, right?
Yeah.
After that, guess what happened? He started getting in big fights and started getting knocked out. He was riding off his brother's name.
Mm-hmm.
It don't happen like that.
Yeah.
You got to build a name for yourself.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
So, from amateur and professional, what are some things, now that you're a professional, what are some things that you can't get away with that you got away with while you were an amateur fighter?
Damn, I think get away with a lot more in the pros than you do in the amateurs, to be honest, because amateurs, you can't do nothing, man. Like there's certain things like
Don't you have to wear like a head guard?
yeah, you got to wear headgear because your amateurs are going up, and if they're trying to move to the next level, then it helps protect them for less brain injuries, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, but I think in the pros you get away with a lot more. Like Pop showed me a couple tactics. I never used them before, but there's times where you can step on someone's foot. Like when you guys are really close to each other, you can step on their foot. Referee or the judges don't even see it. Crack them right then and there. There's a lot of things you can do. Like you can throw little mini elbows in there. I don't ever do any of this stuff because it's just not in my mindset to cheat. Because I've never cheated. I would rather lose than cheat. I would rather lose. If I lost, then you was better man. Period. But there's a lot of stuff you get away with. Sometimes you got referees and judges that are just biased in the amateur world. They let dudes get away with stuff. Like one time, this dude I fought, his name is Cam Austin. He great fighter, great speaker, had thousands of fights, won Olympic trials, won national golden gloves several times, won ringside, he won all this stuff. But when I fought him like the 4th or 5th time, like they were letting him, and it was here, like he was grabbing me and literally rabbit punching me right here, like on my side. And I'm like, why are y'all letting this dude hold me right now? Like, it's because I was tearing him up. I was beating him down. And they was letting them rabbit punch me. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like, call that. But sometimes, man, they just won't call it. They just won't call that shit. And they'll just let them get away with it. It's like in basketball. When you see a clear foul, or you see LeBron flopping, my Lakers, you see LeBron flopping, and it's like, what's going on here? That's exactly how it is in boxing. It's the same concept.
Yeah.
It's like they go blind to it. They see it, but they go blind to it.
Yeah. That's some shit.
Yeah, it's
But
crazy.
you see that all the time in the NFL with bad calls all the time. Like they just make up stuff out of nowhere, like just to keep the game close or
Yeah,
something
come on,
like that.
man. Yeah, that was crazy, man. Super Bowl was insane.
So yeah,
Right, that's a whole nother subject, right?
So my before we let you go, man, I got a question for you. So let's say there's a kid out there, same question that I asked Coach. Mm-hmm. You got a kid out there that's really, when it comes to this boxing, he has a promising career, but he wants to dip and dabble into the streets and stuff like that. What would your one message be to that youth to try to get him on path and to, kind of coach him a little bit?
My aspect, since I'm a fighter, I'm gonna bring him in. I'm gonna put him under my wing. That's what I was always taught. Just put him under my wing. Try to keep him out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? Talk to him. So, like, I've been there. Like, we have Ned, We have a fighter in the gym right now. He's from Chicago. He was talking about him that he has a promising career. He really does. It's just he just doesn't understand the levels aspect of it, and he wants to go faster than what his body's moving. You know what I'm saying? His body is not moving fast. He already wants to be a champion. He already wants to be social media known. And I was the same way when I started. So that's why he told me to take him under his wing, because I already had that experience and I already know what it's like. And I'm telling him, we tell him every day, the one key word that we'll throw in his face that he should already know, levels. And there's levels to the game. I learned that the hard way. There's people that's on a certain level that you are not on their level yet. You can't try to compare yourself. You can't try to get to that level faster than there's no hyperbolic timetable when it comes to this game. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes you just have to put in the work and the preparation. I wish there was. We'd be up in that joint every day. But it's levels, man. Like, I'll go in the gym, I'll run my mile, 2 miles, whatever it is on the treadmill. Then I'll hit the elliptical after that. And then after that, do my other work. He'll try to go in and do the same thing and be cooked. Like right then and there, like, what's wrong? Like, we told you there's levels to this, man. You're an amateur. I'm a pro. I did this before. I've already put in my amateur where I put in my work. I put 10 years in the amateur game. You're only 4 or 5 months in. What you think this will take? It's going to jump up level? There's no cheat code to this, man.
It's like it's cool to be super confident.
Yeah.
But it's not, but it's the difference between super confident and overconfident.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And he's super confident. I'm going to give him that. He's super confident.
We had him on the show too, like not too long ago, man. Shout out to Ned too, man.
Yeah, Ned. You already know.
Y'all know that. That's right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He wants to set the scene.
Slow down, my guy. Slow down. You good.
I busted that.
You my bro. You under my wing. My right wing right here.
And I'm Ned's Pops. Like, Pops was his Pops. I'm Ned's Pops. He always calls me
He's Pops. Yep, he's Pops.
Well, I always give Ned, I just tell him what I'm thinking, man. Just tell him you gotta do this, you gotta do that. And then now, like now he got a little injury going on with his foot. Mm-hmm. And I seen his ass at the zoo the other day walking around without his boot on. Of course, he wanted to be live. So I jump on that butt like this. Where's your boot at, fool? I see what I'm saying? I want to wear it to work. I'm like this, the emoji like this. Come on, man.
Levels, I'm trying to tell you. Even in life, there's levels.
I didn't know you seen that. I said, well, you sitting there right on Facebook. You have your damn book on. You didn't have it on. The hell you talking about? That's the kind of love I give him.
See what I'm saying?
The hard shit.
He didn't even know he didn't have his boot on Facebook. And then you called him out on it. He like, what do you mean? It's right there, bro.
Screenshot it. Right.
It's right there. What are you talking about?
And I'm always busting his ass in the gym. I'm always
man.
He just looks at me like,
But we tell
let
him,
me do it.
if he stops talking to you, then there's a problem. If he's talking to you, then that means he cares a lot. He really cares. Like, he cares. He cares about that genuinely. He wants him to make it. It's just when he makes those little mistakes, and that's when we got to get on his ass. Like, bro, slow down. You won't
if anyone can tell him that, this is the one, because he knows I was right there the whole time with him.
Yeah.
He didn't use it.
No.
That's why I keep trying to tell Ned. So I said, man, believe me, Ned. I said, once you start not wanting to listen, then we just have to just go like this. And I tried. Like I said, I just can't keep trying. I got other people that worry, other kids I got to spend my time with too. You know what I mean? So I'm always going to be there for you, though. You're in my gym. I'm going to be there for you. Well, you got something. He's changing, though. I gave him some props. He's changed a lot since he came here.
Yep.
He came here and he's changed a lot, and I'm glad for him. I'm happy for him.
Yeah. The story was pretty powerful, man. He had a super good message, man.
Yep.
And
I'm happy for
real good energy. So I just want to see him succeed and excel. You know what I mean?
Even one time, like it was like during Christmas break, he'll talk. I'm going back to Chicago. I said, dude, don't go back to Chicago. No, don't go back there. You're finally starting to take some good steps in the right direction. Don't go.
He didn't want to go backwards.
Yep, he didn't go. So I give him props for what he's doing. He's doing good. He's got a job now. He just had that injury. I said, things happen. So once he gets out of that injury, he'll be back. And then he'll be working, coming to the gym and doing his little other programs you're in, that's going to keep them out of trouble. That's the kind of stuff we're trying to do.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? The more stuff you can get yourself involved with, the less trouble you'll be in.
So this is a question for both of you guys before we let you guys go. And I know I said that already.
You're good.
How you guys want to be remembered when it's all said and done? Like, what's your why? Why are you a coach and why are you a boxer?
My message is, like I was saying earlier, is to prove to show all the youth, anybody in life that you can do anything that you want. You know what I'm saying? Anything that you want to do or you pursue, you can do it and you can accomplish it. As long as you put in that work, you can get it. And I just want to be known for the king. I want to be known for not just boxing, everything, humanitarian. There's a lot of things that I want to do. A lot of things I want to do. And it's going to come up. Well, we got to get these belts first. We got to get these belts, get this money in the bank. I want to be a coach too. I want to be a boxing coach too. I was actually thinking about opening my own. I gotta figure the details out though. You know what I'm saying? I want to stick with him for a while. You know what I'm saying? But then, as any man, you want to open your own gym. You want to venture out. You want to try to build your own team. You know what I'm saying? I eventually want to do that. Build my own team. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Mine
is I've been around it my whole life. I've seen what my grandfather did to a lot of the community, how the kids, some, did very good. It kept them out of the streets and stuff like that. I just want to do the same thing he did. Like I said, they don't owe me anything. I do it all for free. I don't get paid for it. It's all volunteer work. Everything I do is volunteer work. And if it wasn't for my wife giving me the okay to do all that stuff, it would have been a problem with her. I'm not gonna have problems at home with doing something that I'm just doing for free. Does that make sense? Yeah. Because them guys ain't paying. I don't got to go home to them guys every night. I got to go home to my wife and kids.
Happy wife, happy life.
Right. That's right. You learn from your mistakes on them too, on that kind of stuff too. So it's just, I just want to help kids out. Once they stop wanting to help, and I can see the declining, then I start thinking, why am I doing this? You know what I mean? And that's when it goes to this is not a seasonal sport, bottom line. So if I know you just want to do this for seasonal, you're not going to get that attention that I'm going to give the ones who want to do it to become something, to become a champion. They're the ones I'm putting most of my time into.
Yes, sir. Like that.
So that's about it.
Yes, sir.
You got anything to say, Q?
Man, I just want to appreciate y'all for coming out, man.
No problem.
You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it.
Hopefully we get some fight out of this.
Right? Oh, hey, cruise away. Stop ducking. Stop ducking me, man.
Stop ducking that wreck. Get out here.
I've been quiet long enough.
King of Iowa, man. We here, man. Stop playing with your boy, man. Tell the outsider with ambition already. Cruiserweight, heavyweight, whatever. Don't be trying to come up with no odd numbers, man. Don't be trying to play me. I don't want
to. Make it make sense.
Yeah, make it make sense.
That's all.
Man.
That's all we asking for.
We've been ready. We've been ready, man. We've been training hard for a whole year and a half, and we ain't stopped training. We still training. Y'all the ones keep pulling these little strings like y'all blackballed me like we in Hollywood. Man, it's boxing. Stop playing.
Amen. And again, thank you guys so much, man.
No problem.
And you already know what time it is. It's the Q&A show. We out, baby. Yeah. Sorry, I just had to say all that.